Was he caught? And I've never known. But before this, I never dared to take a chance. Now I'm relying on a substantial lady luck. Like that dear substantial lady over there. And my God, if I'm not mistaken, I know that beautiful face anywhere. Isn't she lovely?
She sure is.
Shall we concur a joint offensive? My dear lady, pardon this intrusion, but I'm holding a little party in the Mauritania suite at 11 o'clock tonight. I wondered if I could persuade you to join. Whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
Mr. Mauritania. And yes, it would be a pleasure to join.
Fats at your service. My dear friend Freddie here will attend. Let me see who else I can tempt to join. Excuse me, ladies. Very rude of me to interrupt your conversation. But I want to invite you to cocktails at the Mauritania suite tonight at 11 o'clock. I am a Hollywood movie producer, Fats Allure. And I must give you fair warning that anyone who attends my cocktail parties may be subject to a screen test. Whom do I have the pleasure of encountering?
Lady Vera Irving. Miss Laura Thornton.
Charming, charming all. Well, do take my arms, ladies, if you wish to leave the deck.
I cannot believe it. Here's my love again after all these years. And perhaps he loves me still. Oh, how I long to hold him close and wrap my arms around him and bathe in the closeness and cloak of darkness. But Ma, she would not approve. Our love was tempestuous way back then, and this time around it could be plain sailing, and I can come to terms with our love for one another.
Now I've seen the man I loved a very long time ago, and he is special as can be in the very heart of me. He is special as can be within the untold secret depths of me. And all that I hold dear is in his face and arms to tell the night. Now we're older than we were and know so much that we can come to terms with that tumbling waterfall, that rainbow-colored waterfall called love. Rainbow-colored waterfall called
Oh, Vera, I've fallen in love at first sight. But you'll never consider me. You're far too young. How dear and refreshing you are. Total opposite of Simone. This evening as well has been contributing to my feelings. At least. I shall see you at Fat's party tonight. Oh, what a wonderful night this is. Good evening, madam.
Oh.
We met briefly before the sail away. How are you enjoying the feeling of being at sea?
Oh, immensely. What a lot of sea there is now that we're actually at it.
What happens to the vessel in a Force 11 gale?
You'll have to catch a wine glass as it flies and keep well below.
Oh, no, I would much rather be near the lifeboats, I'm sure.
My dear, on deck, you'd be drowned by the billows.
No, but Lorna and I would cling to one another like ballast. Oh, I forgot you haven't met Lorna properly yet, have you? I'm sure you will like her immensely. I quite dote on her already. She is so rich and smart. The Thorntons have a place in town and one in the country. And her red hair is the finest I've ever seen. And Lorna says she will look after me and protect me if anyone spurns me or isn't very friendly. Will there be movie stars on board this ship?
Sure be, madam. I was on board once when Mae West sailed with us. Those hips, that famous sling, and those huge hats. I wrote a song to celebrate her.
Oh.
I believe Tamara Taylor, a big star whom I've seen on board of this ship, used to know Mae West. Here she is, right on cue. Tamara, dear, do you remember a song I wrote in praise of Mae West?
I sure do. And I remember you, Freddie. Let's take it away.
May, dear, we love those carnal lips, dear, and the dashing swagger of those jaunty hips. The statue of libido, sex is your credo, triumphed on Broadway and the Hollywood screen. Hollywood screen, triumphed on Broadway, you're the Broadway queen. Broadway queen. Mae West, be my guest. You're as easy on the eye as you are on my rhyme. Your heart is as big as your head, my dear. Come up and see me sometime, big boy. Oh, come up and see me sometime. Why don't you come up sometime? Shimmy.
Whether Mae West was married or not, everybody wants to read about. But what are you hoping to enjoy on this vessel?
Oh, well, plenty of champagne corks bobbing in the moonlight. Themed parties like all the bright young people at home go to. A paper chase all across the ship. But most of all, the dancing.
What request shall I put in for you then? Which tunes are your favorite?
Snowball with my sweetheart, as close as you are. Ukulele baby, oh, and the rich man's rag. That last one is so jolly. What are your favourite pastimes, Mr. Ventura?
Gambling, whacking the job out of the piano, smoking a gasper, which pastime I shall now indulge in, but for your sake I shall move further down the deck.
Oh, how thoughtful you are. Well, I shall see you tonight, I'm sure, so toodle pip for now.
What quaint expressions you Britishers have. Toddle pip.
Oh, Freddie, how debonair and wonderful you are. I have fallen for you completely. But you'd never consider me. Well, you'd think me too young, I'm sure. What shall I do? I know. I will take a glorious bubble bath before dinner and daydream about you all the while. Thank goodness I'll be seeing you at Fat's party later.
I'm up to my armpits in bubbly love. The heat is in the battle, turned up high. It matches all the bubbles, you wanna know why. How my heart reaches out to you, love. How these bubbles are played in the air. Now the reason is obvious from this moment on. You and I'll be all together. Yeah, I'm loving you, you are the one. I'm falling in love, I'm falling in love. This will be Scalia's battle love. The bubbles in oxen, la la la. And I'm the one you have to know. How my heart reaches out to love. How these bubbles in coming on. You and I'll be all together. Yeah, I'm loving you. You are the one. Toes in my toes, rose in my ties, bubbled up to my eyes. The reason is obvious, try and guess. You are the one I have to confess.
Oh, Vera. I'm sorry to be impertinent, but you're not Lorna by any chance.
I am Lorna, but how could you possibly guess?
I met you briefly before the sail away. I'm Freddie Ventura. Your friend Vera described you in glowing terms.
Oh, Vera's a quaint little thing. She told me that she's going to dress this evening for dinner entirely in mauve. It sounds excessive, wouldn't you say?
I've always considered mauve a little truculent as a shade. But I'm sure that Vera will make a triumph out of mauve.
I find people on board so bogus, don't you? I have encountered so many old crumbs. If I wouldn't have you to fall back on, or nice fella called Max, I don't know who'd there be.
Vera?
Oh, yeah. Decent enough girl on the surface, I grant you that, but completely lacking in substance. I cannot imagine her getting photographed as a swan, as I did at the last black and white party. You see, Vera doesn't have the cash.
Do you go to many themed parties, Lorna?
Oh, yes, my dear. All of us set do. Olivia Winman once went with a pair of snakes coiled around her neck. It was a circus party, do you imagine? So, where do you live, Freddie?
I have homes in Lower East Side and Hollywood, madam.
That sounds agreeable. And what do you do for a living?
I do absolutely nothing at all.
Oh, how pleasant.
I see you're a reader, Lorna. What's your book?
Oh, it's Pride and Prejudice. It's a perfectly horrid book. It's full of pretty girls who can't find a rich husband, however beautiful they are. But you are so naughty for keeping me waiting, because I should join Vera, for cocktails.
Perhaps I could escort you to dinner, Miss Thornton.
Oh, why? Of course, Freddie. Tra-la.
Tra-la, Miss Thornton. I shall meet you at the Crystal Bar in town for our dinner at 8. Aye, aye.
How pleasant that you are conversing with Freddie. I think he's quite nice, don't you?
Oh, so and so. Oh, how becoming those hair clips are. Oh, and how clever of you to match it with your dress. Oh, well, I told Freddie what you'll be wearing this evening, and he was quite taken by the thought of it.
It is very pretty, isn't it? How kind of him.
Although he did mention that there are a few complexions that can take mauve. I flatter myself that I can. I'm lucky to be a redhead with a creamy complexion. You see, there are so many heads of red hair that come with a monstrosity of freckles. And then the red hair and the mauve, whew, so shocking. And, my dear, in my case, so complimentary. Oh, Oh, wow. How nice this flower you have. Really, really nice, but not as fine as, I have. But still, pretty shade. Yeah, very pretty shade indeed. Quite envy it on you.
Do take it then, Lorna. You see,
Oh.
it is detachable. So my outfit looks quite as good without
I
it.
cannot quite take it, Vera. Well, if you really insist, it's quite fetching. Oh, my dear. Oh, what do you, think of that, large woman over there?
Well, she seemed very kind, and her cabin steward was devoted to her, which I always think a good sign.
Oh, so working class?
Well,
The worst are the novel riches. My papa said that, when he's made his money and we moved to Thornton Hall, that we are done with those people forever.
Thornton Hall sounds very grand. I'm afraid we haven't afforded a place in the country.
Oh, well, I agree, but I think Thornton Mansions in Mayfair are much grander, you see. Well, all of our calling cards are engraved, of course, not printed. And our serviettes are monogrammed, as is our toilet paper. But we must go. Freddie is waiting for me at the Crystal Bar, and my drinks needs refreshing, so come along, dear.
I'm getting near my victim now. And if I fail, I have reinforcements just where I want them. Freddie Ventura is not gonna get away with the party played in the death of my sister all those years ago. All I have to do is stay out of sight. It's taken me years to track that guy down, but here I am. All I gotta do is bide my time. And I want a big bunch of roses. You got it? Yeah, big fat bloom, yeah. Yeah, 15 red, 15 white. And anything else that looks good, yeah? Gypsophila? Never heard of her. No, I don't want dames. I'm not that kind of guy. Just roses, yeah? Yeah, to me, in the Caratania suite, tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Oh, and another thing. I need some wooden crates. Yeah. No, not dates. Crates. Yeah. And a big paddling pool. Like the ones you got on deck there for the kiddies, yeah? Yeah, make it 3. And buckets to fill with water. Yeah. And a carpenter. Yeah, a joiner. With all the tools. No, I am not making a joke. Young man, as you so quaintly put it, I am not taking you for a ride. Listen here. Do you even know who I am? You cannot be so callow as to not heard of 20th century Badger. Yeah, well, I'm the head. I am the Badger. And you better watch out, because we got sharp claws. Yeah. And the manager is actually a friend of mine. So I wouldn't go reporting it, because he will have your kidneys for kippers. Yeah. The color is immaterial. It doesn't matter. And yeah, with crocodiles, with dolphins, with anything, don't matter. Oh yeah, and 6 banana crates. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and yeah, don't forget the guy with all the tackle, yeah? Yeah, I got a party of folks arriving at 11, so yeah, we're gonna have a little drama at sea. I'm just making up some kind of, false set. Yeah, oh, and portholes. I'm gonna need portholes, yeah. Yeah, round glass for round portholes, yeah. You know, forget the expense. No, nothing elaborate. It's just gonna be like waist height only. Yeah, listen, can you do it? Yeah, good. I tell you what, I'm gonna be casting my new starlet tonight. You know, I may even have the male lead. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I owe it to the good name of 20th century vixen. Yeah, a cabin and then buckets to make sure that the water's coming up the portholes, yeah. So, yeah, I need it by 10:30. It's like 6 o'clock already. Yeah, send technicians, anyone. Yeah, and forget about gypsophila, yeah? Just the roses, that's fine. Caritania suite by 10 o'clock in the morning. Operator, can I have the suite of Miss Tamara Taylor, please? Thank you. Ah, who is that? Ah, Daisy, her cabin steward. Hello, Daisy. Is it possible to speak to Miss Tamara Taylor, please? Ah, dear madam, Fats Allure here. Yes, we met earlier. Yeah, I just wondered whether you'd be able to come to my cabin a little bit earlier. Around 10:30? I'd just like to get to know you a little bit better, yeah. Yeah, cheerio, my dear lady. Cheerio. Ah, dear madam, welcome. I can see you eyeing my little fabrication. Well, the next movie will be set at sea, so I want to try and find a new starlet on the voyage. You must help me, my dear lady. I also have a little problem. I need someone who can throw buckets of water in the portholes. Do you know anyone?
Oh, yes, I know someone who'd be most obliging.
Gee, really?
Yes, can I call my cabin? I can call Daisy.
Oh, but has she got good bucketing arms? You need a lot of strength for that.
Oh, yes, Daisy is most resourceful. She's very strong. Can I call?
Then please do, madam.
Oh, Daisy dear, would you come to the cabin, please? We need you to throw some buckets of water. Do you think you could manage that? You've worked for the fire service before? Oh, good. I knew I could count on you. Oh, and Daisy dear, could you please pop on that gold dress? You'd look lovely in that, my dear. It's in the large wardrobe. And then come and meet us in Fats and Sweet. Do, Pip.
Who's that? Gee, don't look so flappy. I mean, it's just a makeshift set for my new movie, Sail. I'm in search of fresh talent. I want you to do whatever I tell you as soon as the camera starts moving. Oh, Daisy, I am Fats. And this is Lady Irving and Mr. Max Hart Struthers. Cocktails all? Miss Taylor?
Oh, a martini, please.
A martini coming up. Vera, my dear?
Oh, I long for a Manhattan.
Sure can. And Max?
Singapore sling. Thanks, Matt.
Coming up.
Quick, Daisy. My face checks the cocktails. I have fallen in love with your mistress. Actually, urgently in love.
Men do.
But not like I have. She's my snow leopard, my iceberg, my maraschino cherry.
Oh, not bad. I've known worse.
Please, Miss Daisy, I can't wait to woo her. She has no idea of my ardor. I hope it will not appear so much as utterly to overwhelm her. See that your mistress goes to breakfast in the King's Grill tomorrow morning. Then admit me to her suite, that I might conceal myself in the bathroom. I shall bring a floral tribute.
Very well. I shall act as you require. However, in exchange, I am owed a favor. When I act and want to audition for Fat's film, you shall play the male lead for all you're worth.
It's a deal. Let's shake on it.
And, dear Daisy, what would you like?
daiquiri, please.
Daiquiri coming up. Oh, and get ready with those buckets.
Oh, yes, certainly, certainly.
Right, Max and Vera, I want you to improvise. Now, you're in a cabin and there's a force 12 storm. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! Throw those buckets, Daisy!
Oh my God! Why don't they do something? Call us to Elmer's stations. Throw life jackets round our necks. I think I'm going to be very ill.
Oh, Max, how perfectly disgusting of you.
You made a terrific splash, Daisy.
Oh, I could make a bigger one. You haven't tried me for the part yet. I shall act with... him. Ready? Well then, quick! Come on! Good darling, come on, come on, come on! Grab the life jackets as we go, okay? And pull on all your woolies, every which one. And you, Captain, and you, Sylvester. Make sure that you got some primes. We're gonna have a rocky ride! Oh,
My dearest, you think of everything. I would be Emmental cheese without you, full of holes and not a whisper of gut in sight. You, my dear, are all gut. They could make a tennis racket out of you.
Dunlop or Schlesinger?
But Dunlop, of course, dear. Schlesinger has the flash, but Dunlop tired the world.
Oh, tire the world?
No, my dear. What could possibly tire the world when you're in it? You have pluck, wit, grit, wisdom, intelligence, irreverence, and humor, and beauty to make every incident. The ship may sink, but Daisy will open her eyes to the sun. On raft, on lifeboat, clinging to driftwood, and I, the lucky devil to be there by her side.
Well, I have seen enough. So drain your glasses, ladies and gents. We have cabins to go to, and for me, the roulette wheel calls.
Daisy, I thought I was in love with Tamara, but, well, let's face it, her wealth is a big attraction, but you have to be the prettiest girl in the whole world, and I would willingly take you as mine, humble as your origins are. But I cannot declare my love for you yet. You are expecting me with flowers for Tamara in the morning, and Tamara might come in at any moment tomorrow. I have to be patient and wait for the right opportunity to declare my love for you. But the biggest luck is finding you in the first place. I thank my lucky stars I found my love. And what a charming, so disarming love can be. I've never felt like this, so love is what it is. I've lived enough to know, I'm sure. I guess I cannot hope she feels the same, and yet I guess she doesn't know my name. It's golly, but it's true that girls may not love you just because you love them and you want to tell your love. But if she loved me truly, I'd be filled with glee. There would be no chap half as glad as me. I'd guard her with my life and take her for my wife, and happy ever after the two would be. I think I cannot hope she feels the same, and yet I bet she doesn't know my name. It's golly, but it's true that girls may not love you just because you love them and you want to tell your love. Just because you love them and you want to tell your love, your love.